Welcome to Layn Turo University. My name is Conrad Layn. Just want to go in full detail. There's another way you can actually cover your Turo vehicles. Yes, you can get a Turo insurance plan or Turo plan like a Turo 90, Turo 80, Turo 75, etc. But what happens typically is that only covers your vehicle when it's being rented out on the Turo platform. But in the times where, say, your vehicle, you're taking to go get cleaned or get maintenance, or if your car's parked outside your house, the problem is if something happens, even if it's not being rented on the Turo platform, personal insurance has the right oftentimes, or will scrutinize you and say they will not cover you. So for example, say you rent your car, you make money, earn income from renting your car on the Turo platform, and you get your car back, right? You think you're okay. You have it parked outside your house, someone breaks into your car, someone hits it while it's parked outside, or it gets set on fire, etc. Personal insurance typically covers this exposure. The problem is that oftentimes a personal insurance company, if they find out that you've been renting your car on the Turo platform, they actually will possibly deny coverage, even possibly cancel your policy, may even charge you with fees for misusing their policy, where you have to pay back policy premiums. You just want to be put in that position. A lot of Turo hosts don't think of this or even consider this, which is understandable, but it's very, very important to understand that personal insurance covers personal exposures. It's not designed in the fact of earning income on a vehicle. Very, very important to understand this. So don't put yourself in a situation where you're earning income on your vehicle, but then it gets in an accident or it's destroyed while it's not being rented, and your personal insurance coverage can actually deny coverage. To avoid this, there's something called Period X that will help you as a Turo host, or if you're a Turo commercial host or want to become a Turo commercial host, I left a video below that goes in deep detail on how to become a Turo commercial host and some things you might not have thought of, because it's a completely different world. For example, I'm a Turo host, a Turo Power host to be exact. So what that means, I have a Turo insurance plan, Turo Plan 90, which means I make 90% of all Turo bookings, but I have to pay a $2,500 deductible. There's different plans. There's Turo 85, say Turo 80, etc. But typically what happens is that if my car is parked outside and say it's broken into or stolen or compromised, even though it's not being rented, my insurance company on my personal side can actually possibly deny that. Not cool, right? So Period X will actually help with this type of exposure, because even if your car is not being rented at the time, the fact that it has been used to make money and earn income as a commercialized vehicle, how the insurance company looks at it, which it kind of is, they can actually deny coverage. Very important not to do this and not to allow this to happen to yourself. Period X is pretty cost effective, a lot more cheaper than most commercial policies, and will help you if you're a Turo commercial host or if you're a regular Turo host to cover the exposure to when your car is getting maintained, or say it's getting maintenance, if you're getting an oil change, if it's being cleaned, detailed, getting gas for it. If you have an employee that's driving your car and they're in an accident, you want to make sure they're covered and that your vehicle's covered and that you're covered and protected. So consider Period X. I'm going to share the screen and I'm going to go deep in this, people. So follow the screen through. You're going to learn a lot here. Welcome to Layn Turo University. Let's learn and follow the video through. More to come. Layn Turo University. My name's Conrad Layn. I left this wonderful website in the description below. It's called Period X. And Period X is basically a commercialized insurance that you can apply to your vehicles. Now, for those that are on the higher platform like myself, who have, say, the Turo 70 plan or the Turo 80 plan or Turo like 85 plan, whatever plan you currently have, you can actually utilize this and add this in conjunction to what you're already utilizing. And what the Period X insurance is essentially, it basically gives you coverage for your vehicle when it's not being rented. People don't think about this. So oftentimes, and I've been insurance licensed for over 9 years, people, and I love the insurance world. But this is the thing though, personal insurance does not typically cover commercial usage. So even though your car is covered during a Turo trip, once you're going to pick up your car, maybe from a delivery, and you're driving it back, or say you actually have it in your, or say you're delivering it to someone else, yes, Turo insurance is supposed to step in, but there is a fine line and gray area where insurance company can give you a hard time and not cover you. And for example, if they found out that you're renting these cars out for commercial usage, they could actually decide to cancel your insurance. Or if your car ends up getting hit because you parked it somewhere, even though it's not being rented out, even though it's not on a commercial trip, they can scrutinize you and say, hey, your parking is at a professional lot or commercial lot, or your parking is at your dealership, or hey, your parking is at your house, but it's a car you rent out for commercial usage, they can decide not to actually cover you. Not good. Because yes, Turo's phenomenal and they'll cover you for business usage and while the car is being rented. But what happens when your car is parked there? Typically, personal insurance does not cover this type of exposure. And even if you say are dishonest or you omit the information, not tell them, if they find out, and because oftentimes this type of information can be found out by insurance companies, they can actually deny coverage. Say someone breaks into your car, even though it's not during a Turo trip. It could be during the car's just parked there overnight, someone breaks into it. If they found that you're making money with this car, they could decide not to cover you. This is where Period X comes in. Period X covers you when you're washing your car or taking it to get detailed or getting it to get cleaned or putting gas in the car or when it's parked overnight, or if you're on a delivery, you're delivering a car to someone or picking up the car for someone else's address. If you just need commercial coverage, this is what helps you. And I left another video below. A few months ago, I recorded a video that goes deep in detail on how to actually become a commercial Turo host. Commercial Turo host at this time, you can be paid 92.5% of all booking fees. That means that's the highest plan so far. The Turo 90, you get paid 90%. And basically Turo makes 10%. And say, for example, if you have the Turo 85, you make 85% of all rental fees that the Turo guest pays. And Turo makes 15%, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's basically the breakdown. The highest plan where you make the most money, you keep all the fees, especially for those Turo hosts that maybe been on the platform for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You see how much money you've made, but you see that Turo made a lot of money on you as well, and say, you know what, I want to go in business myself. You can do this. Turo actually encourages it, and Turo allows you to actually become a Turo host. I left a link below to a video that goes directly on how to become a Turo commercial host. So follow the link below. I also left this website there. So if you're one of those few Turo hosts, or maybe dealerships or LLCs or corporations, or say you're a professional rental car company or dealership, and you have a lot or a fleet, or you're just someone who just wants to make the highest amount of money possible without sharing a lot of the money with Turo, and say that's what you want to do, you can definitely do that. But I would strongly encourage considering Period X insurance. Period X insurance covers you for this type of exposure. Right now, you're covered while your car is on a Turo trip, because when you're a commercial host, for those that know or don't know, yes, you make 92.5%, you make the most money, but the reason you make that amount of money is because now you're in business only by yourself. Turo at that point won't help you with any claims. They're not gonna give you any type of insurance. You have no Turo insurance. You basically opted out of the Turo insurance plan, so you don't actually get covered by Turo anymore. You have to find your own commercial insurance, and that's where Period X comes in. From my due diligence and from being an insurance licensed agent for over 9 years, Period X has been the most cost-effective and cheapest amount that you could spend on typical commercial insurance. Commercial insurance can be very expensive, very costly, but for whatever reason, Period X has been so cost-effective. They really save you a lot of money in the long term, in my personal opinion. And the cool thing is this: they're a lot quicker than most commercial insurance policies. Commercial insurance policies sometimes take days, sometimes even months to actually get generated properly. Period X can actually have you starting in the morning and have your business throughout the start the same day with insurance cards for each car that same day. And they have a 24/7 service, and they do their absolute best to always make sure to add technology to each car. So when you get Period X insurance, the cool thing about this, they'll assist you with getting GPS tracking, so you could kill switch the car. So if someone steals your car, compromises it, breaks into it, takes your car, or doesn't return it, you could cut the car off. You could track the car with GPS, and let me show the proof with you. Look at this. Period X is a fleet tracking with the insurance built in. Bam! That's all, people. Look at that. Add, delete vehicles online 24/7, as I mentioned already. GPS track each and every car at all times, so it's actually encouraged. So not only if you're a Turo commercial host or a Turo regular host, and you could be either or. If you're a Turo commercial host, that means you opted out of the Turo plans and you have no Turo insurance, so that means everything falls on you, and you actually have to have commercial insurance. Commercial insurance is very hard to find, very hard to locate, but this is one of the few companies that actually can assist you and get you in business the same day, get your insurance the same day. You start in the morning, by lunchtime or even early or even sooner, you already have your insurance cards and you're in business. Very important. Look at this, people. They allow you to also get GPS tracking, which I highly recommend and encourage, and especially if you're a commercial host, and even if you're a regular host, This Period X can definitely help your business. It's and a lot of other fleets use this too, where like Get Around, Turo, of course, Hire Cars, another platform, etc. Look at this. Access ID cards and so much more. What is Period X? Insurance and how does it work? If you're reading this, then you are probably wondering what in the world Period X is and how this insurance platform can better serve the needs of your business. Well, you are absolutely in the right place because our agency invented this insurance product, and frankly, we're the only people who know exactly what it is, how it works, and why you need it. Period X is designed for fleet owners or individuals that are renting their cars out on a car sharing platform such as Turo, voila, Hire a Car, Get Around, or your very own TNC platform. It's your own fleet. While insurance is usually provided to the renter through these platforms via TNC provider, insurance, they do not supply the insurance for when it is rented out. Look at this, people. But trust us, when we say you need insurance 24/7, even when the vehicle is not rented, so true. That's where the American Business Insurance Services, Inc. and our Period X platform comes in. Look at this, because this is phenomenal. Look at this. Our Period X insurance policy provides more than the minimum state limits in almost all 50 states and is a comprehensive insurance product to cover fleets that are being rented out on peer-to-peer, P2P rental platforms such as the ones mentioned above. Our product is one of a kind, and if you are renting your vehicle out on P2P rental platforms, personal insurance does not cover you for this type of business model, what I exactly elaborated earlier. We didn't stop at just putting the Period X insurance product together. We did a lot more. Every Period X policyholder receives a proprietary device for each vehicle that they insure, as well as a fleet management web-based dashboard to manage your fleet. To learn more on how Period X works on top of Period 1, 2, and 3, making sure your vehicle is covered at all times, read our full blog on Period X here. You can definitely check that out at your own time. This, we put your quote in and they get to you the same day. And also, that's their phone number right there. I left their phone number in the link below, in the description below. And I also left this direct website, and I left another video on how to properly become a Turo commercial host, because no one on YouTube that I found has talked about how to actually become a Turo commercial host and how much you actually make, which is 92.5%, and how to actually succeed in that and how to probably get covered. Because again, if you're a Turo commercial host, you make the most, but you basically have no Turo insurance and you're basically all on your own for the most part. So this is how you do it if you want to become a Turo commercial host, or if you're a regular Turo host like myself. I'm not a Turo commercial host. I'm a Turo host who's been on a Turo Plan 90 and everything. Where I have a $2,500 deductible because it makes the most sense for me. Or if you're like me, or if you have a Turo 70 plan, or you have a Turo 80, doesn't matter what plan you have. If you're a regular Turo host who has Turo coverage, you can still use this, and this still can definitely help you. So it doesn't matter if you want to become a Turo commercial host, or if you want to be a Turo regular host like myself, where you have a Turo insurance plan, but maybe you want coverage so that you're completely not caught off guard when you're filling gas and someone hits your car while you're filling gas for it. If your personal insurance finds out that you're also renting these cars out, they can deny coverage, people, because they can say, hey, yeah, you got hit at the gas station, but you're probably fueling up so you can give it to your next Turo guest. Very important. These insurance companies communicate with each other. Don't be sneaky. Just be transparent. And again, this is very cost effective compared to a lot of other commercial insurance policies. It doesn't hurt to try and see what you can do to make some money and also save some money in the long run. Anyways, love you guys. Welcome to the channel. Just want to share another hack with y'all. And I left all the links below to the video on how to become a Turo commercial host. Left this website below and the phone number. And this is good for anyone who's a regular Turo host or wants to be a Turo commercial host. Love you guys. Well, follow me on Instagram, Conrad Layn. Like, subscribe, share. Carlin out.